DJ Mosaic. Spin the turntable.
Greetings, my people. Welcome back to the Arsenal Fan Show. My name is Genesis. It is a job well done yesterday. So as we all know, Arsenal don't qualify for the round of 16 straight for Europa League after we beat Zurich yesterday 1-0 for our home. I beg, if today is the first time when you come across this channel or the first time when you come across our content, smash the like button if you like the show and also subscribe if you're new. So as we all know, Arsenal we don't qualify straight into the round of 16 for Europa League. And without wasting time, we will just talk about a few things we will learn from the match and also analyze the match as we carry see am. So the first thing we will talk about for the match now the all-round play. Well, so many fans they complain say no be really a good display yesterday. But for my own opinion, I think waiting we just need for that match now just to get the job done. And waiting the guys really do yesterday, because to be fair and to be honest, the performance we put in yesterday no to do the sharp, you know, in all honesty. But it's quite understandable though, because the coach make I think 7 changes, and making 7 changes like that sometimes they come in, they disrupt the balance of and the shape of the team. But then that's still great thing to see. Say some of the players come in perform well. In people like a person like Kieran Tierney performed well. Even Anini, Mohamed Anini still coming and he still do what he need to do. At least he gets 60 minutes solid, and he no put any foot wrong as well that yesterday. So it's a great thing to see. Say at least we come out from that group as top. Now we don't help ourselves. Now we don't come out 2 extra matches now. We will go play for playoff, if you call them like that, playoff or round of 32. Now we just go straight into the round of 16. So for the match yesterday, we get so many chances, but it can't be say luck no been there on our side, you know, because if we really watch well, we go see say like Eddie gets I think like 2 chances. The one where he nod. Yeah, and one other one like that one if you recall. But so many people they talk say the guy no really play well. Listen, for me, Eddie no be winger, he's an attacker. And I think just like Lukonga they play a 6 then where people they complain, I think Eddie no if he thrive well if they play on from the wing. It's just clear. It's just like to carry defender go play for attack, like to see some team do yesterday though. But Eddie no be winger. I don't think say if he thrive. Like you get people where we say if you put them from any side of the wings, they fit do well. If you put them for center forward, they fit do well. But I don't think say all players. So I believe maybe if Eddie fit play like more of a CF, I believe say he go do well, because the guy, to be honest, in the score goals, and I don't know why so many fans there on his case too much. But for me, I just believe, say, based on the fact that he's not a winger, natural winger, he find him difficult, because he knows to sabi dribble the ball, like maybe Martinelli or Bukayo Saka or even Gabriel Jesus. I think though that Jesus self he did better to play from wing past Eddie. But Eddie had I don't go say a poor game. I want to say we get the job done. And Fabio Vieira as well. The guy, indeed, he was poor yesterday for me, to be honest, because you don't really do much, no much creativity. To be honest, most of the creativity came down from Kieran Tierney's wing, where we go touch on in a bit. So I think he's poor a little bit for me. Sabi Lukonga play further up front and then just do everything he need to do. Although one thing again we say is slow. I don't really like slow players, like sluggish players. And one thing again, I feel like the guy get confidence in the hide. Like they get morale to come out, to come ask for ball, play. Like if ball reach in leg, it's almost like he don't even want to make the ball reach in leg. He want just come out the ball from his leg immediately, and good for him. Good for him. I really would like the guy, and I go want to see him making excel for Arsenal. But due to the way they carry they play the game now, I don't think say waiting he really need for in game. I think he need to up in game. Our defenders in Rob Holding, Gabriel Magalhaes, Kieran Tierney and Ben White, they do their bit very well, and they kept the clean sheet. It's nice to see. We'll talk a bit about Kieran Tierney's performance. Now, Kieran Tierney is one of the players who did very important for us last season. As a matter of fact, whenever Kieran Tierney my mind they hang for all, because no other player if he play that wing plan well. Although Tavares been doing business like beginning of the season when they started to play. So when Kieran Tierney been play last season, we really miss out. But somehow this season, Kieran Tierney finds himself to be the 3rd best. left wing defender, and he did he did somehow to some fans, even me, because Kieran a quality player. In my own opinion, I believe say if Kieran day in a game and him day on his A game, him they bring in performance, and a defender where they like to go forward, where they like to score goals, where they assist. That's the person of Kieran. In they a little bit, not a little bit, in they very different from Zinchenko or the style where Arteta one play where we say in left defender with the talking, a left wing defender with the talking to the midfield and all. But Kieran really played well, scored a goal. And most of the attack and most of the drive we will get now from that in wing, and we go see him for his face, like when he scored the goal, the joy in his face, and even in his when they interview, I mean, still talk saying don't tell him must score, but saying they feel him. Which match I think against maybe against Zurich, I think against Bodo Glimt for our home, in play that ball we score, we knock back, so. It's high time saying he score his own goal, and I like the way we play. Although he been get small swollen ankle yesterday, but when they ask him about him, he brush him off. And of course, we know say Kieran now one player will be like say na glass. We need to allow make him fall for ground, make him no come crack, because in they very important. And the season a long season, so many matches they come thick and fast. So we need all the players we will forget. Now the next thing we'll go talk about now. Our striker Gabriel Jesus. So many fans they complain and they too much concern about say Gabriel Jesus need to score goals. See, to be honest, yes, every striker need to score goals and all, but I don't really care about whether my striker they score or my striker no they score. One reason, because I don't talk this in for one of my videos, because when Aubameyang been there with us, only Aubameyang they score all the goals. Whenever Aubameyang no score, we no go get goals. Whenever Aubameyang no score, we no go get goals. And they healthy for a team, because what if that player gets injured? My own now be say our team they perform well. So our fans, we just need to bank on that positivity. Forget about the negative side, because the young man Gabriel Jesus, even when he need to score goals, in they lay assist, even when he need to lay assist, they do some kind of work. Where we say like most people they watch. If you go to the stadium, to the ground, go watch the match. If they watch them from television, go know some kind of runs where players they make, and most of these runs know how we say once you make a movement, a player will follow you and the space don't create. And Gabriel Jesus they do all this work apart from scoring. So we need to big up the boys, help, because criticism go bring goals, but once the guy gets more confidence, he go get goals. Even when we ask Mikel Arteta about the matter self, Mikel Arteta still acknowledge the fact say the goals will come. So we just need to support our boys at the moment, because we are playing well, and forget about one mistake, one error, and just urge the boys to keep doing well. When we know they play well, we get so many things to talk about. Now when we play well, we need to talk about the positivities, not disputing the fact that we don't need to look at some things we need to strengthen on, but not be to put too much emphasis on that negative side of the things. Because if Gabriel Jesus no score goal and we win 5-0, I beg the team no win. If Gabriel Jesus no score goal and we win 2-0 and the Gabriel Jesus do 2 assists, the team no win. The guy is playing for the team, they play for himself alone. So we as fans, we need to cut him some slack. Just support the team, and we go see where how he go. Because I know say the guy goes there in him, and the goals they come, and I just hope when the goals start to come, make it never dry up anymore. And the next thing we'll talk about now, that yesterday Tomiyasu been get a small injury. I don't know whether a small injury or a big injury, because when they ask Arteta no really they clear about the whole thing. Just talks in as a muscular injury, and he just say because when he just gets the injuries fall for ground, he just give sign to the bench. They change them immediately. 15 minutes when he enter, Cedric enter, because he no want take chances with any of his players. And again, the guy follow for one of the people they go play for Japan, for World Cup. So we just pray say the team no dey too serious. We just pray say maybe making just be like Bukayo Saka. Although we already know say na a player will always get injury, but we just pray say the team come out from the team quickly. Another thing we go talk about now, wetin Mikel Arteta think about our back-to-back win after we dropped out to Southampton, Congo lose for PSV. Obviously now we won our last match for Premier League. We won 5-0, and yesterday now we won 1-0. Now the mentality of the man, waiting I like. It's a good thing. I waiting we like to see. But you even waste time on that. Just say the next one at Stamford Bridge. In the look ahead, yes, we don't get the winning. We don't need to over because the season still they go on. So we just need to look on to the next, the next thing within in front of us. And it's nice to see, say our coach they get that kind of mentality because once they come from the coach, in they transfer them to the players. Now our next fixtures now against Chelsea away, Brighton at home for that one our Carabao Cup against Brighton, then Wolves away before we go to international break for World Cup. So in all, our players they play very good football right now, and to be honest, I really love waiting at the see. I like as my boys they play the ball. I don't really get any much complaint. I just the bank on the positivity of the team and forgetting about the negativity. If we no play well, we complain of a team where we no do well. If we play well, we back the boys. So just hope say on Sunday we will get the double again against Chelsea, because that one will really define our season as well, And Chelsea no be easy place to go. No matter anything, Chelsea na still big team. Na two-time Champions League holders them be. So we need to go there with the mentality of going to win the game. Don't be something we'll never do before. We don't do on seasons past. So we still feel replicate them again. This game now one of the important games. Now the important game for our season so far. So we need to go into Chelsea with mentality of winning the game. At least if we get 4 points from this Chelsea and Wolves game now, we're in a very good place. But I would like to carry all the 6 points. I'm greedy like that, So we'll wait to see how that one will turn out to be after Sunday. So that's the video there. If you like the video, click on the like button if you like the video, and also subscribe if you are new. And we are out. Peace.